The narcissist relationship cycle has 4 phases: idealization phase, devaluing phase, discard phase, and hoovering. So let's talk about when the narcissist comes back. We're going to talk about hoovering. Hi, welcome to the channel. Well, if you're following along, you know there are 4 phases to the narcissist relationship cycle. The idealization phase, where you're placed on a pedestal and made to believe that you are the greatest thing that ever happened to the narcissist. The devaluation phase, where you are knocked off the pedestal, dragged through hell, driven almost crazy. And then the discard phase, where your name is smeared through the mud. You may or may not experience a grand finale. And now you believe that that relationship is over, but not so, because you still have to go through what's called the Hoover phase in a narcissistic relationship. Now, the Hoover phase gets its name from the Hoover vacuum. Hoover vacuums, basically, they suck up dirt. So in the narcissistic relationship cycle, the hoovering phase is where the narcissist returns to your life because they need to suck some resource from you. The narcissist has a grandiose logic of self-importance, because they're going to come back to you saying that you never forgot about me. I was the best thing you ever had, and I was the best thing in your life. They're going to have a sense of entitlement because they feel that you should want to continue to provide a resource for them. Even though you just went through this horrific breakup, you should want to still take care of them in some way, shape, or form. They will also display egotistical or conceited behaviors or attitudes. Now, you have to realize that during the hoovering phase, the narcissist is not trying to get into a relationship with you, although that will be one of the lies spun, because you're going to think that you two can actually come back together again. But really, the narcissist is circling around back to you because they need something from you. There's something you have that they want. And that is what they want. They don't want your heart. They don't want a relationship. There's a resource you have that they want. Because remember, they still have fantasies about infinite success, infinite everything, and idyllic love. And they already know you can't give them idyllic love. So they're after something else. And your resource is what they need in order to achieve it. Maybe you have more money. Maybe you have a better job. Maybe you have a better status. Whatever it is, they're coming around at you again because they want that resource from you. Now, in order to do this, they're going to start doing what are called ploys. Ploys are cunning plans to turn a situation into one's advantage. So they'll try the abuse amnesia ploy, which is where they come to you and they say they have no idea that you were so hurt. And if you'd only had made them aware of it, if you'd only said something, then maybe you two could have worked it out. Another ploy would be the apology ploy. They apologize for things that happen in a relationship. However, there's no accountability and there's no remorse because remember, they have no empathy. The forgive and forget ploy. This is where the narcissist comes to you and tells you that you were both wrong. So we need to just wipe the slate clean and start over again. No reflection. Don't look back over the past. Don't look back over what actually happened. Let's just start over anew. Then there's a replay ploy. The replay ploy is when the narcissist just simply replays the idealization phase again. So you're going to end up seeing a lot of love bombing, future faking, mirroring, once again to get you back under their control so that they can get whatever resource that you have that they want. So when is the Hoover phase successful? Well, the Hoover phase is successful when you are still holding on to hope. You fall back in love with the narcissist under the hope that 1, the narcissist will get it together and change. 2, your relationship will return stronger than ever. And 3, you will finally get your fairy tale ending. It is that if you're holding on to hope, you become a member of the narcissist harem. What a harem is a group of all the narcissist exes who have put their lives on hold, waiting for the narcissist to return. They're all holding on to hope. They all are hoping that one day the narcissist will get it and change, their relationship will return stronger than ever, and they will get that fairy tale ending. And because they are all holding on to hope, the narcissist knows that the narcissist can travel to each one of them, getting whatever resource they need. Now, being in a harem is unfortunate because what that means is that you're stuck. That means you can't go on because you will forever hold a torch for someone who is basically never going to give you what you want, which is they're changing, the relationship returning and being stronger, and that fairy tale ending. It's not going to happen. Now, what actually happens in the hoovering phase is that once the narcissist returns, you give up whatever resource they're after. So if they're after money, sex, shelter, status, whatever it is, you end up giving it up to them. The narcissistic relationship cycle kicks into high gear and you go through it even faster. And at the end, you're devastated again. Any type of healing you may have done before the Hoover phase is lost, and you're back at step one, minus the resource that you've given away to the narcissist. Now, when is the Hoover phase unsuccessful? The Hoover phase of a narcissistic relationship cycle is unsuccessful when you release hope. You have no hope of reconciliation. You understand that that fairy tale romance and ending that you thought you were going to get was just that, a fairy tale. It's not real. You see the narcissist and you see the Hoover phase for what it is, another attempt to run you through the narcissistic relationship cycle. And then you remember the frustration and the devastation that happened before, and you refuse to go through that again. Should the narcissist be unsuccessful at getting you to enter the hoovering phase of a narcissistic relationship, you don't need to be worried. There are several members of the harem who will enter the hoovering phase of a relationship. However, the narcissist chose you because you have a specific resource that they want. What you have to think about is that the hoovering phase is the last phase of a narcissistic relationship. And if you want that relationship to end, then you have to prevent the hoovering phase from being successful. Well, that's everything I've learned during my research on narcissistic personality disorder. The thing I want you to take away from this is that narcissistic personality disorder cannot be diagnosed by watching YouTube videos. It must be diagnosed by a professional. So once again, thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's